Looks like it's time to soak my balls. Hi, I'm Ramon and welcome back to All Skill RC. Here we go again with the Sentry gun. I got my ammo. Now let the ammo soak overnight. Basically, let me show you guys real quick. For you guys that aren't familiar with this, I'm not really familiar with these gel beads or whatever. They're tiny little beads. They're, I mean, like you could tell in that pack, they're tiny. They have to soak. They have to soak for about 3 to 4 hours. So then they end up about that big. That's supposed to be around 7 to 8 millimeters. 7 to 8 millimeters, it's what's required, I guess, to make a good seal to be able to launch these beads out of the gun. Now, I want to try to find some airsoft type BBs in 7 to 8 millimeters, since I don't like the fact that these are wet and you don't take these hoppers off. So I don't know what kind of residue or whatever is gonna end up getting left behind in the hopper, and I don't know how that's gonna do long term. So I mean, for testing purposes, we're gonna use what we got, but for the future, for my enjoyment, I plan on finding airsoft BBs. Now, a couple things I missed yesterday when I unboxed this. I was really excited to see this thing, and the directions aren't very clear. In the barrels, you have LED lights, and in order for them to work, I guess they go dormant when they're not being used. There is a little button on each barrel somewhere. Here it is. Once you push the button, now it's like listening. So every time a BB flows through the barrel, that should light up, giving you a muzzle flash. And the same thing, like, see, this one's still off. This one's on. Where's that button? There it is. All right, so they're both activated. So now, once you load the hoppers up with the gel beads, they should flash. Another thing about this is that these LED lights are independent from the rest of the electronics on the gun. So it comes with its own little USB-C wire, and there is a charging port on each of these LED lights, pretty much is what they are. So there's a charging point, you plug into them and you charge them. So you have to charge these individually. Aside from that, I guess we can test this thing. We're gonna load it up and we will take it outside and see what it does. I don't know what's the best way to load this up without getting the balls all over the place. Yeah, that's the ticket right there. Just use a spoon. Wow, that looks pretty sick. I don't want to get in front of it. Yeah, the other side
looked cool.
Alright guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that footage. It took me 2 tries to get that. I went outside with the camera, went out there, wasn't working. Apparently when I stuck the 6mm BBs in here, I ended up clogging up the hoppers. So I ended up having to bring it back in, take it all apart. Got dark on me. Since I had better light, you could still see the gun and everything when in the original footage, but nothing was coming out. So I took the hoppers apart, figured out that all the 6mm BBs were pretty much in the valley of where the gear would push up the BBs. They were just sitting there blocking anything from passing through. So I cleaned that all out. I took a picture. I'll post it right here. Alright, so you can see the gear inside the hopper, and just want to warn you, it's all 3D printed parts. most of the plastics. I'm not sure what the barrels are, but a lot of the gears in here are 3D printed parts. You know, be warned if you guys decide to pick one up. I think they could have probably used a little bit better materials on some things. But when it works and you get it all sorted, well, you shouldn't have to do anything. The 6mm BBs were my fault. You should be able to plug this thing in, let these BBs soak, throw them in here, and have a great time. And when this thing fires, it looks so freaking awesome. I actually love it. Being that some of the parts are 3D printed, I'm a little concerned. I'm going to be putting this on the back of a truck that I'm going to build. That'll be in the future. So if this thing was to roll over, there's parts of it that I don't know how they would hold up in a rollover. I think it's pretty much be careful, drive straight, don't roll over. It is an awesome piece. It would look cool on the 4th of July firing this thing off. You do go through these beads very, very quickly. These hoppers empty out quick. I mean, like, talking about rapid fire, this thing is fast. So yeah, you go through ammo very, very quickly. So you better stock up. All right, guys, I'm tired. It was it was more work than expected trying to fix my mistake, but it works. It's great. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.